Welcome to No Man's Sky Permadeath mode. Now, in the last part, we started to establish the base, and I came up here to recruit a scientist and an exocraft tech. We got those, and of course these have now got missions to return to here. But I was looking at the Awakings. It says research distress beacon here. In fact, I was just before starting the recording, I was looking at this. I'm kind of stood in the space station, and what I've got is, it says crash ship off planet, base that way, and it says the distress beacon, and I have some kind of monolith that way. So it looks like I can go two ways on this, and what I'm kind of thinking, guys, is that maybe it's time to push the main mission forward a little bit. See, and I've got this far towards so because my home base is that way, and it's that way, so it's a week to get there. And the question is, do I risk going for? I'm a bit inclined to go for it, guys, because it's only 37 seconds. We should be able to make it compared to the long hop back to our home base. And I do want to push the main mission forward, because part of doing the main mission is I should be able to get access to warp drive, which is something I do want. So guys, here we go. Tension time. We should make it. We're only 12 seconds off. Got no idea what is waiting for us. Hopefully it will be a free takeoff. Insufficient fuel. Great. There's a bit of a failure there, guys. Oh, that was a bit of a failure there, guys. So I should have scanned the planet as well. This looks like a cold planet. Okay. At least with a cold planet we should be able to pick up some carbon and some iron. Okay, coming in now. Oh, wait, what we got here? Hey, is this a freighter? Okay. Is there a... Oh, we got to land. Let's just go off and have a look at this, guys. So yeah, let's... Go and have a look at this, guys, at a distance. I can't just come down on it and... Wow. That's cool. I like that. Oh, yes, yes, yeah. Wow. My first freighter. Crashed freighter. Wow. Background, okay. Okay, let's see if we can get a landing. This is going to be worth it. Landing point. Perfect if there was a landing point. Oh, it's a landing point as well. Oh, great, 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 great. Oh, that's cool. First freighter. Okay. Let's go and... What's that? Carbon. Carbon, looking at it. So what we got here? Log damage, partial record available. Signals led me to a wreck of a freighter, a colossal fragment of the metal scattered around the landscape. Did it break apart on impact, or I wonder, or was it really sundered for when it began its final descent? Nestled amongst the debris, I find the pilot's log blinking and waiting. Okay, let's request the log. Ship log requesting, accessing. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes from the stars. Take flight. Very much that were the anomaly. A schematic from a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Well, we're certainly going to need that. I pull the blueprint from the computer, and the hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter, and the size. Someone placed it here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Wow. And I'm just a smidge short of the amount of iridium. Okay, guys. Yeah, quite a hyperdrive components. Yeah. Can I throw out a scan? It says there's something over here. Got to keep an eye out on the. This here. It's all disappeared. I get under protection so I can recover my shields. Just don't want to walk away from this. Oh, come on. Play the game, guys. Oh, what have we got here? Some kind of vault. Damaged machinery. Oh, we can repair that. Servo arm. Got the money to buy another dynamic resonator. That's good. Oh, come on. Ah, great. I'm just gonna stand. Well, it says stabilizing, but it's still dropping. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is, where's my ship? I think we need to jump into the ship, guys. What we got here? These are buried. That looks like another vault. Let's just jump into my ship. Just let that build back up again, guys. Quick. Kick relic, bit of our 2 takeoffs short of the got a shielding shard, bit of carbon, zinc. Gonna go ship. Yeah, come back. Right, I've got plenty of shielding shards, guys, so let's have a look round. Can I open this up? Yay, I want a bugger. Okay, let's go have a look round. It says there's something over there as well. Okay, let's go investigate that. Looks like things are buried underground. That's going to be interesting. I'm stood on something here. Okay, guys, this is interesting. Doesn't look like. Well, I suppose we're going to need that terrain management tool thing to actually gather up some stuff. Okay, let's get out here. I've got the shielding shards for this. I think I'm going to get out here, and it'd be nice if I could find some iridium rounds, deuteronium, that. A bit of carbon. Be okay, guys. So just get that. I've got to be a bit careful because my shielding shards are actually my ship. There's a little bit of iridium over there, but it's a little bit far away. Have a bit more iron. I'm looking at it. Wonder if there's anything up there. Got mission accomplished. Rambler. Okay. Let that finish. So, it says there's something quite literally under there. One there, one over here. Okay, let's check this out, guys. I don't think I can do much. Well, I think I'm gonna have to on the way through. Couple of extra shielding shard. So I can afford to use these up. Yeah, so these plates here represent something under. Okay, let's just stand under here for a little while. Wow, I'm a bit blown away, guys. Okay. I'm not going to risk. I'd love to go up and have a look above here, but I think that's too risky, guys. Oh, we can have a quick look. Now, there could be something up in there, but I don't think I really want to risk that at the moment. That could be a little bit too risky, I think. Right, let's get back in the flying brick. Right, I've got 461 plutonium, got extra shield, got a dynamic resonator, and I really need a tiny bit more iridium. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go check out the... how far away is that? 15 hours, wow. I want to clear this ruin from my inventory. And of course I had the free takeoff, that's good. Yeah, I think we're going to take advantage of the free takeoff to clear this ruin from the guides. So let's get up to space. Have to be a bit careful. Okay, let's go for the ruin. Hopefully there'll be some iridium or something near it. That'd be really nice. Wow, that's blown me away. I think that was worth the trip, guys. Okay. So we'll go and clear this ruin. Maybe get some more resources. And we're going to have to try and get some iridium. I suppose we could stop off on the space station on the way back and see if we could buy some iridium. Okay. So this is just a... this is right next to water. Okay. Right, so... okay, let's just... it doesn't look like there's much around here. So anyway, let's get in here, guys. Clear this off. Okay, let's grab this. Corvax cube. Do we get anything special from here? I've got no idea how I cube like this. The ancient marker hums with a frequency that burrows deep in my being, filling me with the voice of the Corvax echoes. Knowledge paves the way to understanding of probability. At the spoken fragments, at this interface are the shadows. The monoliths are the scattered children. They must be understood. My knowledge of Corvax and convergence increases. Okay, is that all? We come up here, we should be able to get into here and recharge our shields. 30 milestone accomplished. Learned 10 words, wow. Let's just have a quick look at the journey, I think. Corvax. Progression. We've learnt 10 words, progress that way. So we've made a little bit of progress. Mercenaries Guild, merchant. Units earned. So we're making a little bit of slow progress, guys. So knowledge stone here. Makes word of time. This looks pretty bleak. Let's have a quick look. I'd like to make sure there's some stuff around here. We can use the scanner, I suppose. A bit of zinc, some plutonium over there. We're certainly going to grab that. That will help with the expense of this. Of course there's some titanium there, but we can't pick that up because we don't have the advanced laser. And a tiny little bit of iron. I think there. I walk past it. Oh no, it's on the other side. I'm not going to waste that resources getting that far, guys. Can't seem to find any platinum. Guess it's a bit of a... It's just a treat. Scan a rock. It says iron and plutonium. So I'm gonna... Yeah, we should be able to grab this before we leave. That'll give us... Okay. We got 8 plutonium. Well... Right. Let's take a quick look here. 500 iron, 300 zinc, some shielding shards. Got quite a lot of iron, but I think I need to make sure that this is nice and full. Let's top up everything that we can, because the more we've got tucked away in this is the less we've got, more space we've actually got. I think, do I go out and grab some more? Let's just go over and see if we can grab some more iron. Some plutonium over there. I think I want to get that before I leave. Deutronium. I think if this is have a little bit more iron. I know I've got a bit of an iron obsession, guys, but there is a slight reasoning in my madness. One more, because what I can do is invest the iron into my base, and my base will act as a kind of temporary storage for when I actually want to move on. Okay, let's get back to my starship. I think that's all we can do now. And I think what we're going to do is make our way. Actually, yeah. What we're going to do now is make our way back to the space station. We can do it. Okay. Charge the thrusters. A tiny little bit of plutonium up there. There's the space station. Okay, let's... There's 48 seconds, so let's fly the surface just in case. Okay. 2 seconds. It's going to be a bit longer, but we should be able to make it, guys. Oh, so we're in trouble. This is going to be a bit of a tight run thing. Very, very tight run. But we got plenty of iron to repair our shields if we come under attack. Let's keep running. Right, it's a fugitive. Now, in the previous video I was attacked by a fugitive. Now, I'm not sure what triggered that attack. I think it's if you get near them. So maybe if you don't get near them, maybe they don't hunt you, but if they don't happen to have one near you, then you're okay. Anyway, we've made it to the space station. see if we can buy some Iridium so we can complete this hyperdrive. I mean, normally I would look for a new ship, but I'm kind of half convinced here, guys, that I need to kind of try and push on and work with the ship that I've got at the moment. Right. Got here. Buy items. Iridium. Okay. Can't remember which ones. Let's buy a couple of hundred Iridium. Let's buy that to start. Okay. Now, what I do want is tech. And let's install the hyperdrive. Got the hyperdrive installed. What's that? Press review for missions. Log. Craft fuel, find antimatter. Stellar flight requires warp fuel power. Let's not find the source of antimatter to create warp fuel. Okay. That probably means there's going to be another jump out into space. All systems functional, seek answers amongst the stars, yes. Right. I think what I do want is another dynamic resonator, if I can get one. And actually, I think I'm gonna sell. I mean, I'm lugging this nip plant around. It's 20,000. I think space-wise, I think I'm gonna sell that, guys. Because I think the cash is probably more important. I know I can plant it, but I think I'm going to be a little way off from getting a farmer, and this is actually right. I'm going to buy the dynamic resonator, and let's get. I think I'm inclined to get all 400 of this plutonium as well. 15,000. That gives me the fuel for takeoffs and landings. That fills my suit up. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is send a big bunch of that plutonium to there. Okay, let's see if I filled my ship up. No, we're okay. We've got a couple of slots. We've got some arrowroot. We've got plenty of there. We've got a little bit of surplus iridium. Do I get some more iridium? I can't remember the formula for a. I'm very, very tempted to get a couple of hundred iridium. Just in case, because I think I'm going to need iridium for my what we call it, the exocraft. So if I get a couple more hundred iridium, I think this is quite useful actually, guys. Okay. Right. Send that to the ship. Right, 269 iridium. That should be enough. Be really annoying if I get back and. Okay, guys. Spent all my money. All systems functional. Seek answers amongst the stars. Yes. But we don't have. Right. Just drop that. Save. Not that it makes that much difference. Okay. And. Okay. Engage attack ships. I don't want attack ships. Is that an attack ship there? I think we're going to go for the base, guys. that's a crash ship, but we're going the right direction anyway. Let's make sure we keep the fuel fully topped up. If we can avoid this bounty ship. I'm kind of talking in short statements, guys. It's the tension building up again. This is the point where I got attacked last time. Okay, let's go straight for our home base. I don't know what's worse, pirates or bounty ships, because pirates you can... Oops. Right guys, I've just had to chop something out of the video because my base seems to be behind the planet. Oh crap. And it was getting very, very distorted. And I can't find my base. Go again. This is getting irritating. This is getting very, very irritating. Can't even see the buggers. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. I'm hating bounty ships. I would have made this if that planet hadn't got distorted. Another one. What's this going on? There's 4 of them. This isn't fair. All I wanted to do was get to my home planet, and I can't even find it's my home base. This is crazy. I'm going to get out of this planetary system. We're going to go down. This is ridiculous, guys. I mean, okay. I think it's time to leave this system and maybe find somewhere that's a little bit more friendly. I've just literally consumed all my resources. Again. Okay, let's... I'm shaking again, guys. That's twice that's happened to me now. And the problem was that I was doing really good progress, and then, well, I'll include a little bit in the video, guys, but I'll take out most of it simply because it was starting to make me feel a bit, well, sick, really. Right, let's take stock. Okay, local broadcast station. That carefully collected iron and zinc is all gone. Luckily I had loads of it. Wow. And I didn't gain any profit from it either, did I? No, because my inventory was full. This is ludicrous. Right, let's fill that up. And iron, I've got a feeling they've nerfed the iron. Either that or just my shields isn't going down here very quickly. Anyway, let's talk to these guys. I'm so glad you are back. I'm so glad, friend. I will extract the storage blueprint as soon as I have the data. Okay. It's good to see the Gek so invested in the success of our home. They are clearly happy to see me energized their give data. Here you are, the blueprint as promised. A trivial task, this code is just sitting there to be manipulated. Right, so we need 2 voltaic cells. Which means we've got to talk to the scientist. Do you think, friend, that you should put the science terminal to use? Fill it in our home with clicks of light, it would be so lovely. The Overseer feels the base would benefit from a Korvax scientist. They would like to see so good to have made the blueprint. Okay, we're going to agree to that. I'm so glad for this chat, friend. Okay. No, scientist. Sorry, I'm a bit disorientated. Right, let's go and talk to our scientist. Fine base, traveller. As of course benefits our honourable status, the Korvax shall be happy here. Korvax is brimming with enthusiasm. Neither the shell nor the walls of my base seem to able to contain them. West Aid. Honour to witness the monolith of the traveller. Honour, but please. Korvax, take these blueprints for lubricant and acid. Oh, that's going to be useful. So we go. Hey. Harvest cave barrow and Korvax will do more. Creates plans for voltaic cells and weatherproof rubber. You can also clean windows while you can't. Korvax is desperate to please, showering me with praise and offers of assistance. They tell me, traveller, that they be honoured, raised above all. What I have done to earn such esteem. The scientist requires cave barrow. And this is why I've been harvesting cave barrow. We'll accept that. Joy, our home will be light and our windows will be clean. Now, in theory, I should have enough. If I bring this back to me, if I talk to him again. Working together, traveller. This is a way of the Korvax. As I say, this is why I've been collecting the cave barrow. Enthusiasm is infectious. Flashes lights in the way that can only mean they are happy. Okay. Why won't you just keep working together, traveller? This is the best way of the Korvax. The scientist is quite a contrast to the slightly unsettling Gek already within at the home base. This is well there. Enthusiasm is infectious. Okay, I'm agreeing to that again. Flashes the lights in a way that can only mean they are happy. Okay, so maybe we just need to keep talking to this guy. We're working together this way. Quite contrast, unsettling. Okay. Okay, maybe we disagree. Range tone, making effect should be gentle. Okay. But I've got cave barrow. Okay. Not sure what's going on there, guys. And of course we're going to talk to our exocraft guy here. Brigadier Mashot is calm since he saw him through. He still feels a sense of dread in the eyes. The paranoia sustained across the stars. Greet them. I will do as I promised. Build a geobay from this schematic and my exocraft shall be yours, unworthy though you may be. Now, excuse me, I must ensure the location is defensible should my people find me. The technician asked me to construct a Roma geopay which will be access. Okay, accept. Of course, the bargain is greatly favours you, interloper. And we need 2 voltaic cells for that, so we need to crack this voltaic cell problem. Let's just have a quick look at them. No, don't want that. Okay, log. Gather, find, barrow, gang. Does that mean I've got to go out and mine some barrow caves? But there's no real caves around here. I've actually got to go and mine a little bit. Looks like there's a cave over there. Okay, well, sure I've got a shield with me. I don't want to do anything stupid. I've got 1 shield left. It's going to be a bit tight. Can I manufacture any new ones? Yeah. Okay, let's go in. Let's go over this way. Maybe I have to mine at least 1. Got you already. To kind of kick that process off. So there's a cave down there, we should be able to slip into that pretty easily. I think we'll just do this and then this will be the end for this part, guys. If we get under here, we should be okay. Yeah. There's some there. Well, seeing we're here, we might as well line up. As we can. So we're going to need a couple of 100. Yeah, we'll turn to the scientists. So yeah, we have to. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to need a couple of 100 because it used to be 50. It used to be 50. Okay, let's get back towards the ship. Not the ship, the base. Yeah, it used to be 50 per voltaic cell. So technically I need 2 for the storage vaults and 2 for the exocraft. That on the way back as well. We're going to need to stock up on iron again. Okay, let's just back to the. So I'll just try and complete this initial mission and then that's where I'll wind the video up, guys. And I think maybe in the next part we're going to have to try and push on with the main mission. I think I've had enough of being attacked by bounty ships and that wobbly kind of vision. I think it was due to the fact that the actual planet was rotating, my base was behind the planet, and it's almost like the game couldn't make up its mind which side of the planet that I wanted to go. Okay, now in theory we should be able to talk to the scientist, give him some marrow roots. Traveller, I've prepared your voltaic cell plans, please hurry, something has happened. Seems changed from the happy soul that it was my departure. The fighting they worry. Give cave marrow. Corvax has completed the plans for the traveller. They and my people have abandoned me. As of 104.32 seconds ago, I lost the hearing and the sight of the Corvax convergence. Okay, so it's still 50. Good. Seek immediate recognition. Go to this transmission tower, enter my soul, and discover what's wrong. Oh. Okay, so we're going to have to visit ask me to take their personally core transmission tower for analysis. Remove core. Oh, and he's gone to sleep. Okay. Entity offline. So we get him back online. We've got to go to that transmission tower. And that means he's a distance away. What I would like to do is build Yeah, we need 2 voltaic cells. Okay. Game doesn't let you cheat anymore, where it would make the voltaic cells for you. Okay. I think we'll go for the voltaic cells first, because the exocraft will give me mobility. Okay, let's... Ah, I've got it. I've got my rover. Wow, they've increased the number. They increased the number of slots, or is it the same? Can't remember. I'd have to look at my. We don't actually have any weapons, but that's not a problem because means we can go out and find. Right, how far away is that? That's 49 seconds. Okay, let's go for a rove on in my question before we go. Make sure we take enough plutonium with us. We got no. Okay. Because I don't want to run out of fuel on the way. That could go back. Okay. Right, we're just going to do this mission. I know I said I was going to finish, guys, but I think it'd be fun. I say we've got no weapons on the rover at the moment, but that's okay because we've got mobility now with protection, and it means that I can now gather additional resources on the way across the planet, and of course it means we can get across and get this iridium if we need it, and of course we'll just go and do this mission for the scientist as well. Can't see any. Oh crap, come on. Right, it's a transmission tower here. Nice simple mission to get started with. Where's the entrance? I drive past the entrance. Oh, come on. Yeah, I drove past it. My fault. Just slide in here. Grab some there. And get a bit more. We'll talk to this guy. Well, we'll do this anyway first, guys. Tremolo online. I prepare to insert the Corvax intelligence core into the transmission tower. Judgment of the convergence waits. Here, judgment. Terminal online, connection established. Broadcast the personal communicator ID. There is no reply. Okay. Turn to the scientist. Okay, let's just gotta grab what we can here. Well, that means absolutely nothing to me, and I've got absolutely no idea of how to say that. The Corvax sway rhythmically and their lights are flashing and dancing across the face mark. It's a private entertainment and performance of others in the convergence, perhaps that makes them there. Let's applaud. I clap, but the Corvax does not seem to notice. I'm clearly not the intended audience. Okay. So maximum. Nothing else here. Okay. Got a free takeoff and landing. I'd love to drop a beacon here, actually, guys. I drop a beacon here. I can't build a beacon. Okay. So that would give me a cheap takeoff. I know that's there. Because if I can call my ship here with a bypass chip, that means I can take off from here without any consequence for the I can save fuel because that would give me the free takeoff. Okay. Let's just cover this up. I'll discard that. I've got no idea what the junk stuff is required. Got the keen dagger, that could be useful. Health is okay. Just going to sidle off over here and see what we can get. Oops, wrong end. Not doing very well today. Yeah, we'll be okay. Grab some nanites. Nothing else in here. Right, guys. Just gonna get back to the base. See if we can try a scan. There's plutonium over there, so I can get that and the lash plant. Grab that. Grab this. Of course, we're going to stock up on iron, so I think we'll be coming here quite regularly. Right, some thallium over there, but I don't think we can come back for that, guys. Right, let me just line up. So this base is north of my home base. So next time I want to take off with my ship, I can bring the exocraft out here and we can go for a free takeoff. Don't think I need any carbon. Can't store anything in my exocraft at the moment until I can mine it, because you can't transfer, as far as I know, unless they've changed it, you can't actually transfer. Right, let's get that in there and send the surplus across and the nanites, and I need the storage. The next thing I need to build is my storage container so I can dump the Gek relic and one or two other things off. Right, we've now got planetary mobility. There's a little bit of plutonium there. Have that on the way through. More plutonium you get, the better. And we'll grab a bit of iron as well. Sorry for the distraction, guys. Bit of marrow root in there as well, or marrow bulb, antrium, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So we've got a crash ship over there. 4 hours, wow. That might be a little bit too much of a journey. Got some marrow bulb there. Just out and grab that. So I'm going to need it for voltaic cells and stuff like that. I'm going to antagonise those guys. I've had enough near-death experiences in this part already. I have a near-death experience every part. I think we can leave that plutonium alone for the moment. Sorry for the lousy driving, guys, but right, we are back in our base, and go talk to the scientist, and that's where I'm going to wind this part up, guys. I think we've had enough excitement for this part. Scholar entity, the shell sits in front of me waiting for reconnection. Trapped inside the data core. Reinsert the data core. Hello, Mr. Scientist, you back again. Shell recognition, carapace online. Ooh, whether that is. Lifeform, I passed my test. I am free to explore and free to pursue my passion and structure. Or do you have the data? Do you have the data to operate? An observatory would supply some. Think that all might be done. Just have no memory of the previous encounter, so I do not know if I can reconnect to the convergence. Simply does not recall what they should do. I should visit an observatory for them and see if the structural analysis they claim to enjoy will prompt a memory. Okay. We'll look forward to seeing the results, Traveller. Okay. So, got to go to an observatory. Let's see how far away that is. I must admit, I do like these indicators now of the missions rather than just an arbitrary building. Now I'm going to see if I can build a storage vault out here. See if I actually need 2 voltaic cells. Okay, they've definitely clamped down on. Okay, that can go there. Build a couple. Let's say in. Wait, I don't have enough barrel bulb. I thought I had enough. Now I've got 4 left. Okay. Right, guys. I think what I'm going to do is off camera. I will go and collect some more marrow bulb, because obviously that's not particularly exciting. And then in the start of the next part, we will build our first storage container, and we will take it from there. Let's just jump into the ship to drop a save, because we've made a lot of progress. Had a heart attack in the process, but as I say, I've now got mobility, which I think is quite a key element in Permadeath now. I mean, like I said, I can do those missions very, very simple, and of course I've got the protection from the environment, and I can go out and get resources now. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next part.